believe the show is live. I don't know. I'm preparing. Da da da. Da 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 da. See if I can bring this up in YouTube Studio. Bum 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Select the playlist this goes in. And let's make it subscriber only mode because I don't want to hear, just randos complaining. If you're going to complain, I want you to be a sub. That's the only way. That's the only way. Oh, there's the squeak of the microphone stand. I need to oil that. Need some sort of music playing for this. I don't know. Bum bum bum. Ba-dum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Ba-dum bum bum bum. Oh. Oh. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. It's getting closer. It'll start. Make sure and click on that like while you're waiting for this awesome song to begin. Good morning. Well, yeah, question mark. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting stoned. And if you join me, I won't be alone. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting high. Coffee with Wes. Yeah. Good morning, bienvenue, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope you are having a good one. Here it is a Monday morning, but just barely morning. It's getting, noon will be here at any point in time. And this is Coffee with Wes. I am Wes, and I am drinking some Tim Hortons coffee this morning. It's a little bitter. Because of yesterday, because of the game. Oh, that was a little bit disappointing. It was a little bit, and I blame myself. I blame myself again for those of you that didn't catch the impromptu puff rally that I did when we were, was it 17 points down? The Bills were yesterday. Saturday we ended up having to cancel because I had nothing to puff. It was one of those situations. It wasn't going to be until yesterday. It was supposed to be Saturday, but that didn't work out. And I thought, well, that would be disingenuous. And Allie had some other things she had to take care of to help family that night. So we just canceled the puff rally. Well, sure as shit. Boom, there it goes. The Eagles to the Rams. I mean, the Rams haven't scored 30 points all year, have they? And here they are walking around with 44 points. That was cosmically letting me know I dropped the ball, and I feel a little responsible. Luckily, football doesn't matter to me. So luckily, I'm going to be able to just let it roll off my back like so many other things. But I'm enjoying some coffee, and I'm going to get that weed going today. And this is my motivation. I mean, it's my therapy. This is my therapy. This is how I'm gonna make it through the week. This is how I'm gonna feel okay about myself. This way, talking to myself, well, it doesn't seem crazy because I'm live streaming. If I were doing this and no one was here, which I've been doing all morning, talking to myself, mumbling, mumbling West, mumbling West isn't always positive energy West. Mumbling West, sometimes mumbling West has some negative things that he thinks about and some negative things to say. And we don't need that. We don't need that in our lives. You have to find that way to be positive. Luckily, luckily, the weed did come back into my life yesterday, and so things did slowly improve. And last night, I mean, it was probably close to 3 a.m. or something along those lines, I think. But I slept like a rock. I fell asleep. Everything ended up working out okay. That was nice. Bud Files, peace and love. Good morning. Bills fan 1970. Hey, the season's going. I may move those puff rallies to Sunday. I have to. I did it, but we were 17 points down. I needed to do it beforehand. We brought it back to where it was a 2 point game, but we needed it to happen beforehand. Next time, I will do what I can to make sure that the puff rally occurs before the actual game starts, so that we can have an effect that can work. It was so much negative juju last night. It was too much to overcome, and so I just let that go, and still had some fun. I want to thank OG. OG Outlaw hung out with me most of the time. He was actually. He and I sat there, watched the end of that game. We puffed until the end of that game, just trying. Really thought we were doing it. Yeah, suddenly, instantly a touchdown. Instantly this. It's like, okay, we can do this. But it was too much work. It was too much to overcome. There was too much of a loss. And I had written that, so. Hey, that is good to hear, Luca. That is good to hear. Saturday it was a day without. Friday was a day with roaches. And my stomach really hits me bad. So I hadn't slept Friday night. Saturday night had a rough night. Last night, slept like a rock. Slept like an absolute baby. Feel good about it today. Feeling good. Getting my day started with this is Frosted Kush Mints. It's supposed to really take care of your body, make your body feel good, which it does, and it's supposed to be invigorating for the mind. And I found it to be. I wrote a Christmas song called "I'm Gonna Be Stoned as Fuck for Christmas." Wrote that yesterday. Still need to work on the bridge. Ho ho ho! Who wouldn't go and get real high this year? I don't know if there'll be snow, but weed will bring you cheer. That's what I've got for the bridge right now. But I'm not sure how the music is going to fit into the bridge. But the rest of the song, well, I'm gonna be stoned as fuck this Christmas. Gonna get high for the holidays. While the crackling Yule log is burning, I'll be burning a couple J's. Oh, I'm gonna get stoned as fuck this Christmas. And that you can rely. While other people are opening gifts, I'll be over here getting high. Oh, I'm gonna be stoned as fuck this Christmas. And there's no need to fear. What were the next lines? Christmas is just another day. I get stoned as fuck all year. That's the third. So it's working. A lot of times I don't know the name, and I went through so long. Uh, Bills fan 1970. I will be in New York in within months' time after the season, though. New York is my destination. That's why I'm doing this with the Bills. So let's just say right now, it's not that easy. I'll just say that it's not that easy. It's not that easy. That is going to be I am opening at the Camp Gmail, which the Tori, peace and love. Good morning, Tori. Hope you're having a good one. There is a Christmas concert going on over at Camp Gmay, Campgmay. Nightbot is dropping the link and everything out there. Uh, the 21st, which is a Saturday night, I believe at 10 p.m. There's going to be 9 acts, I think. We're each doing Christmas song medleys, and he didn't tell me I couldn't write one, and he didn't tell me he knows me. That's the thing. I come up with a song. I'm going to get stoned as fuck this Christmas, and I think, well, it's got the F word right in it. So, and I know I'm the opening act. And so there's a part of me that's like, well, does he want this to be family friendly? Because that's not really a family friendly. I plan on doing White Christmas. I'm dreaming. Bring the baritone for the White Christmas and do that. But the other, I kind of want to open with, I want to get stoned as fuck this Christmas. Uh, and I think Gary knows that. I think Gary knows me well enough to where I could. You just came back from a funeral. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that. Condolences. I hate going to funerals. I'm going to change the topic there. No, Stoned as Fuck This Christmas is probably what I'm going to open with. I've got to do 3. I think I'm doing 3 songs. I'll do White Christmas, and then I have to think of a third one. I had another weed-based Christmas, but I'd written it with somebody else. And I kind of have let all those songs die. It's one of those. I'm going to continue to burn. What's everybody? Is everybody in a positive mood? It's Monday. So many times, new week. I like to look at it as new opportunity, new time. Sunday night, last night I made a list. I made a list of things that I need to get done. And I have to say, it was motivated by actions that Allie has taken. Allie's got some lists that she's checking off and making sure she does certain things each day. And I have fallen behind in so many different areas because life is just getting in the way that I decided, I need to do that. I need to do something about making a list, checking it twice, making sure that my life is nice. How's that? Instead of the naughty, because I'm not naughty. I'm a good guy. That's the way it is. It probably is what I'm gonna do. It probably is. I know I'm the opening act, and unless he changes that, unless he's like, I can't have Wes here first. I can't. I need him, after midnight or something. But it's going to be a fun time. I know we've got Frank Turzo's going to be there. I think Axe is going to be there. Maybe Axe and Nacho. Will D from the Art of Floundering podcast. I believe he's going to be performing as well. There'll be a number of us that are 9 acts, I believe it is. It's like a mini festival, but it's just for Christmas songs. Since it's, just 4 days away, and it's probably right around the solstice, which is actually what I celebrate. I'm not a Christmas growing up. Young Wesley. Oh, young Wesley and Christmas. Young Wesley and Christmas. It was a holiday that my mother overdid and my father hated. So you're torn in different directions. You've got mom that wants, oh, we should do this, we should do this, everything. Mom's making everything under the sun. There's the stuff, all the ornaments mom made, all the decorations, and there's way too many decorations. And my father's just furious at all this as he's watching it. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Yes. Yes, that was the plan. Are you behind in the show? Are you behind in the show, Allie? You might be behind. Or did I just mention it? I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell. I feel like I talked about that forever ago, but I've only been doing this for 14 minutes, so it couldn't have been forever ago. 8:40. Peace and love. Cheers. I hope everybody's having themselves a good Monday. Get that motivation for the week. Get that motivation. I am following Allie's lead, and I'm making some lists. I'm making some lists to check off each day that I get some certain things done. I need to gain a little bit of control because things are a little bit out of whack, and I need to focus better. I need to focus and do some things, and so I'm gonna approach it positively. And I gotta say, I slept like a rock. I slept like a rock. Did you get any? Are you sleeping okay, honey? I hope Allie is having a good evening or morning. She's still in bed. I hope you feel okay this morning, sweetie. I slept. I slept through the night, and I haven't slept through the night in even before the insomnia kicked in last week. I hadn't slept through the night. At most, I've been getting 2 hours, and then just waking up with different issues. But last night was a solid 7 hours of sleep. I think it was a solid seven. So if you responded to that, then you heard me. So you're not behind. You're probably all live. Now that every now and then, because I know I do that, I hate it when I do that. I come in and I'll be not all the way at the live, and I'll be responding to the things that they're saying on the chat, and wondering why everybody else is talking about other stuff. Oh, but no, I'm making lists, and I think that's important. La 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 la. Let me mute and cough. I don't know if it's these zigzag papers. These zigzag papers are see-through, so while I'm smoking these, it's a little scary. Team Deepwater Cultivating. Peace and love out there, Popcorn. I hope you're having yourself a great day. Popcorn, you dropped. I see out here, and I want to point this out. If you notice, TWP, Team Deepwater Cultivating. Deepwater Cultivating, another growing method, if you will. Basically, with buckets that you're keeping all this water, you're really doing that. And he can show you how to do that. Uh, Using hashtag awesome right here in his comment, notice what happened. Nightbot dropped the link to the channel. So get over there. It's a content creator, and any of you that are content creators that want more people to get connected to you, hit hashtag awesome down in the chat, and Nightbot will drop your link. Do whatever self promotion kind of stuff you need to do. Uh, be kind to one another as long as everybody's being cool to one another and everything else. Just hey, promote the crap out of what you're doing. A lot of us are out here to just kind of we're filling time. We're filling time. We're it's so much of a therapy for me. It really is a therapy for me. It gets me, if I have to say things out loud that other people hear, it allows me to focus on my thoughts a little bit better because, and I can think, oh, negative thought, don't bother voicing that. Don't voice the negatives. Don't bring the negatives into life by voicing them. Uh, and this does a lot for me in regards to that. Of course, the frosted Kush mints, they're doing a lot for me too. That and the Tim Hortons coffee. So I've made lists. I've made lists of things that I don't want to fall behind on. And then I also have been adding in bigger items, bigger list items that need to be addressed, things that I need to take care of personally in life that are larger tasks that don't have to be done daily, but do need to get taken care of. Maybe they're one time. Maybe it's a one time thing. Make a list. It does work. I used to, and I don't have any of them set up here. I used to keep white boards, dry erase boards, all over the place. Now, because I'm upstairs and here, I had them downstairs. But for development work, I would make all these lists, and you've just got all these written out lists that you're just checking off. And there's such a rush. there's such a rush when you have an item and you check it off, when you have completed a task, or at least there should be. There should be. If you are, because we all judge ourselves. Well, you should. I mean, unless you're a psychopath. Unless you're an absolute psychopath, or oh, I was gonna say something, but I'm not. You should judge yourself for your actions. You should, and when you check off items on a list, you're gonna give yourself those accolades, and that's a part of life. That's a part of finding that balance, giving yourself the credit for when you've done something right, giving yourself the credit for completing a task, giving yourself the credit. You can't rely you can't rely on other people to tell you that you did a good job. Don't be looking for the approval of others, because that it just leaves you wanting. That just leaves you wanting and needing. Give yourself that approval. If you're honest with yourself, and always be honest with yourself. Give yourself the accolades. Give yourself the pat on the back. It's all a part of that. Be your own best friend, because other people are all stuck in their heads, and so they have their agendas and they have their struggles and their strife, and it might not be that they're not giving you what it is that you're looking. It's just that they've got their own thing going on, and so you need to give yourself those good feelings to, and know that you've done right by yourself. That's that's all a part of getting on that positive, taking care of yourself and feeling good and positivity. It's it's not just what you do to other people. It's more about how you feel. If I make someone laugh, if I make someone smile, I feel good about myself. And it's all about feeling good about yourself, so that, because you're the one looking in the mirror. You're the one stuck in your own head. Nobody else experiences your reality, your life. So really, you're alone in that regard. Even if you're full of so many, if you're around so many others, uh, you're just there by yourself, and so you have to be there, the custodian of your own emotions. You have to know what your triggers are. You have to know what your different problems are, and find a way to ride that positive train that you give yourself. I swear, and don't get a dog that with a skin condition that just makes noise in the background that drives you insane, because then you find yourself in the middle of a stream muting to yell at a dog. And sometimes it doesn't even work. Sometimes you yell hey, and the dog just doesn't even care. The dog's like, whatever, he's not even looking at me. Whatever, it doesn't even matter. No, we're doing it. So Monday going well. This is an invigorating weed. I feel great today because my mind yesterday on this, I had such a creative. It was the song, the Stoned as Fuck for Christmas. It came to me. I grabbed the bass. I wrote the chords for it, because it's just going to be me accompanied by a bass. I'm not writing an entire song or anything, because again, it's Stoned as Fuck for Christmas. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of production value on anything like that. It'll be one of my live go-tos. But that, and then coming up with a game, a live stream game, a unique, I shouldn't say game, a unique way of selecting visually a winner from the chat participants, either being members or everybody that's out there. You know how they have the duck races, or they'll have the whatever the race. All these things are all races, or the regular wheel to pick a winner. So you've got the regular wheel that I came up with a real interesting thing that actually in 3D space it's going to look, and went through all in my mind of the writing of the 3D.js, using the JavaScript code to write all that and how that would come together, and started. I spent probably 15-20 minutes just envisioning the entire project and envisioning what pieces would need to be done, what pieces over interface wise, art, how it would be pulled in. It was a great day. It's a great friggin' creative time. So I felt fantastic about that. Absolutely fantastic about that. And and that was a positive. And I don't know if anybody's seen, but Allie's hair is now green. Allie's hair is now green. And I find it so attractive. So attractive. I am still, and it's been days. It's been days since she actually dyed her hair green. I'm still riding on this high of just, oh my God, look how beautiful. Look how amazing she looks. So I've still got that, which probably is the only thing got me through my insomnia and all the other things, is thinking about how just awesome she is. But enough about me. Let me talk about somebody else, as though I know any. See, that's the thing. All I really know is me. All I really know is me. Christmases. Christmases were always interesting. Christmases, Mom was into them. Dad hated them. Dad would be downstairs. Christmas morning, the kids get up early. If you get up too early, if you wake people up, well, your ass is in trouble, so don't wake anybody up. But then when people get up, no, no, and it made no sense to me. We can't open gifts or anything until your father gets down here. The coffee's brewing, all that other stuff, and and the thing is, everybody's in a good mood until Dad gets there. So everybody's excited and all that, and Dad shows up, and Dad walks in. Dad comes in the room. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. It was just the most monotone, the most. I hate this day. I hate this morning. I hate all of you. One day this will all implode. It was that look. It was seriously that look. So you felt bad. It was like, oh, well, I don't want to cross that. I guess if I get it, and the more happy, the more excited you felt, it really was. I don't know. I don't know if it wasn't because his own personal, his childhood was so much harder than mine. When it came to uh, uh, poor dairy farmer and everything along those lines. 3 years old, he's out. He's getting up at 5 to milk the cows. It was one of those situations. So Christmas was never a big thing growing up for him, and and I don't know that there wasn't some resentment that because Mom would do it up. Mom had the tree. Mom had all the. Mom would make every cookie and treat, and there would just be decorations. And Mom would want to be just. It was so festive, and I really think he hated it. I really think he hated it. He would, and somehow he would guess every gift. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's this, and he'd open it. Never a smile. Never. If there was, that was the most. That was the most. It was just so this just I don't. That's what I remember from Christmas. That and cinnamon rolls. That and Mom would make cinnamon rolls. I mean, they were just out of the can, ready to bake cinnamon rolls. But she would make those, and that would be a delicious part to the morning. So you got to enjoy that. It kind of was. It kind of was our fault. I mean, it was. I'm gonna say it was mine. I'm gonna say I think if I had not done the coffee with Wes yesterday early in the day, and actually done we knocked that 17 point spread down to 15. I like to have fun, claim to have magic powers, all that other stuff. You have to get stoned enough to believe in order to do it. And last night I came in. It was an emergency puff rally. They're down by 17, and I launched that emergency puff rally, and I start smoking, and I got high, and I start saying, "Oh, I'm doing witchcraft," and I think I got high enough to believe I could do it, because there's just they were doing the drive, but it was just too late, too little, too late. If we had just done it before the game, I feel like a failure for not doing that on. I mean, only so much. I'm not saying I feel bad because again, it's professional football. So I mean, whatever happens, it's an industry. I guess it's just a big industry, is what it is. I loved that OG hung out with me. OG Outlaw. He because I had dropped the link for people to come up and smoke, and OG was there, and OG was treating it as though it was a scripted thing, and it was like, ooh, I like the way you're thinking. I like that conspiracy thinking that you got going on there, and he's telling me because I'm not watching the game. I wasn't watching. He was watching. He's complaining about calls and different stuff. I'm not paying attention to any fouls. I'm just watching the scoreboard, telling me what down it is and how much time and stuff like that. OG's very cool. OG's very cool. Oh, yeah. Christmas was fun. Christmas was different. It was very different. The bleakest, the bleakest, and family Christmases. Great family Christmas story. I'm uh I'm living early 20s, I think 21, something like that. I'm living in Atlanta, north of Atlanta, and I'm managing a car wash. There's 30 guys working in the place and all that other stuff. It was a fun time. Life was going good. And this car comes into the car wash, and it's my family. I hadn't seen them in several years, and they're getting the car. They had come to town because they were on vacation. They were getting ready to head down to my grandmother's, on my mom's side, to have the holidays with them. So it was Christmas Eve, and they showed up, and I spent an hour over playing Scrabble, because nothing says festivity like a Scrabble game where everybody better be fucking quiet while everybody else is thinking. So I had played Scrabble, my younger siblings and my mother, while my father watched the game or something like that in their hotel room. We're going to Christmas morning. Hey, we'll meet for breakfast Christmas morning, and I actually felt kind of nice. It was like, oh, this has been a fun bonding time. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this, with the family and everything along those lines, and so I go home. I crash out. I had told them, call me and I'll get up and I'll meet you and everything. And so they call, rush to meet them. They'd already left. They called to tell me that they were going to be having breakfast, where they were going to eat, and the place was closed. The place was locked. This was before cell phones, so there's no way to call. There's no way to call anybody. They had just gone ahead and hit the road. It was like, all right. After calling me to tell them to meet me for breakfast, the place they wanted to eat was not open, and so they just left. They just left and headed on down on their trip. And I ended up with my friend. We end up having a meal at a Waffle House. The Waffle House was the only place open. Ate at Waffle House. Spent the rest of the day doing bong hits while and pulling beers out of a cooler, pretending that we were basically in a boat. We were just really stoned, playing Black Bass on a Nintendo system, an early Nintendo system, playing the Black Bass. That was my Christmas, doing bong hits all fucking day, playing the Black Bass. Now this hot coffee, and ugh, you love my stories, Rabbit. You love my stories. You probably steal from them. You probably take some of my stories and you probably steal from them, and you go elsewhere and you use my stories and pass them off as your own. I know what you're up to, Rabbit. I can see it. I'm watching you. You think I don't see it? Cheers, my friend. Cheers. Enjoy that coffee. Coffee's still warm. I've only been doing this for a half hour. And yes, another story. Another story. It wasn't at the Waffle House. The Waffle House was prior to. Then what are we gonna do? And the thing was, there were no places open. The clubhouse at the apartment complex. It was a big ass apartment place, and my roommate and I. It was a friend of mine that I'd grown up with, and there was a keg up in the clubhouse. So we just kept going up there and filling these 2 liter bottles full of beer, bringing them back because we'd run out of beer. Sitting there doing bong hits, and for the it was just a surreal kind of. It was way too high. One of those we're way too high kind of things. Playing video games. Am I if I have I screwed up by waking you up? Have I screwed up by waking you up, Allie? You know, if you got up, went downstairs, had some coffee, I'd shut this thing down and meet you if you wanted. Unless you wanted to come, up here, you could always join me up here. But I'd do whatever I could to see you because you're awesome, Allie. I don't say this enough. I don't think I don't think I say it enough. Just and it's been see it was September 10th of 2023 when and that's the thing I remember, and it was during the live stream when I was struck with the oh my god, I'm in love with her. Oh my god, I'm in love with her. And it was just such a surreal event, and I didn't say anything to her for almost 3 months. But it was I don't say it enough. Just how important she is to me, how amazing she is, and how I have never, ever experienced anything that I've experienced here as far as feelings, compatibility. Uh, I am just in awe of what she does. Everything in the past has always been just so superficial, so crap, just so flimsy based on, yeah, this works, you look good, that sort of thing. There wasn't, there was motivation with the last one. I wanted to have some kids. That was because I was where I was in life and other things along those lines. But and I was not looking for anything. Oh, this was just it was everything about what she did, the drive. I've never known anybody with that much drive when it comes to learning, when it comes to doing new things and just approaching them, failing and learning from it and moving forward. Just watching her do all that. The thing that threw it over the edge was her comedy. Michael songs, peace and love, peace and love. Uh, the it was her comedy. It was during because I had not heard exactly, she had not been in a situation where it would be a how far do you go with your comedy and everything. She's got so much riz, so much personality, so much everything else. But she made me laugh, and I was just so blown away and had such a great time during the improv that we did. That's why Steve the Alien, when he met Azura, is when I fell in love with her. She was performing as Azura, and I never had to act as Steve. I could say the things. I could. Steve was he was just so in love with her. Just fell in love right there, and that was my reality. So so much of Steve the Alien's motivation from that point on, it was the one time I could actually be myself with her. I could say you're all I think about. I could say those kind of things because I didn't tell her it. It was months. It was months later when because I didn't think I was no. I never had that kind of. I'm not. I know I come across as overconfident, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm so fragile. I'm actually just so fragile and frail. And, with all the doubt and self doubt and everything else, I just mask it very well. I mask it with humor, with attitude, comedy songs, a lot of weed, a lot of weed. I almost forgot about the big plus there, all the weed. It was yeah, it was end of it was near the end of November. It was right near the end of November. I Yeah, cuz I had no inclination that it could ever be. It was just we were becoming best friends. We were becoming best friends. I had the best time with her and everything along those lines, just always. And it was kind of like there was a little bit of flirtation going on, and she writes in a message, "Oh, I could get in trouble here," or something along those lines, and I think I said something along the lines of, I thought you were gay, and she says, "Well, I'm bisexual. I thought you knew that." And then I just had to tell her, "I've been in love with you for almost 3 months. I was never going to say anything. You were going to be my muse." And she was. That was the thing, because I thought, I did not realize. And so I thought there's no harm. I'm not coming on to her. She's, not, wouldn't be interested or anything along those lines. Yeah, we are too frail. We are too frail. That's the problem. We, we have, we get too moody. It's like, oh, love me, love me. The reason I do okay, the reason I don't have that issue, is the same when I make comedy. When I make comedy, I love it if somebody's got to laugh at it. It has to be funny, but it can also, if people are terribly, if they hate it, I actually enjoy that reaction too. If I can get, if I can move someone to either, oh, I love that, that was so funny, or I hate it. The first, the first cartoon that I put in front of other people was done for revenge. It was done for revenge. A woman who had threatened to quit her job if I got hired back, because I'd been and she had no business having the position she was in. If they hired me back for this was $100 an hour position, and and I was told I should contact her and let her know everything will be okay, because I could talk to people, I can smooth over the waters. I didn't need the job, and so I said, tell her to fill the position. I don't give a fuck. And I stopped the project I'd been working on. It was when I first started to learn how to make cartoons. I was working in Flash. I'd been training 6 months basically. I'd been teaching myself, finding the answers, trial and error, building up the libraries that I needed for this other series I was hoping to pitch, Shroomin' and Steve. I'd written so many scripts for this and everything. Well, just off the cuff, because this woman was, she was 40, 46, 47, I think, and this programmer from India, who in the cartoon I made, I changed his name to Ranish Rambi from what it was, Mr. Thupral. But he was like 24 or something. He couldn't stay in America, so this woman had been paid to marry him so that he could get citizenship, all this other stuff. The woman who's going to quit her job. And so I did the scene where she's in the bed and complaining and says, "So I told them I'd fire him if I'd quit if they hired him. They can't afford to lose me." I used the words that were told to me. "We can't afford to lose her, so you need to make this right." They can't afford to lose me. I do everything there. And the programmer's just there. It ends up with oral sex. She ends up shitting in his face. He ends up vomiting on her. She yells at him. he cries at the end because while doing the national anthem or no Yankee Doodle. I don't Pledge of Allegiance. That was it. The Pledge of Allegiance. But so I send this to a couple people, and one person calls me, and they can't stop laughing for the first 2 minutes at what they had just seen. It was just over the top, and it was really funny. They were dying laughing. I get another call, and it's this can never see the light of day. This is horrible. Shit's not funny. This is bad. And so I had polar opposites. Nothing middle of the road. Nothing blah area. And it was when I realized I loved both reactions. I loved that it was hated, and I loved that it was loved. The worst thing for me is if it's blah. If it's blah, I hate it. If it's blah, I don't want to be a part of it. And so as a channel, if I'm hated, trolls are kind of fun for me at times. I mean, except there's one. There's one that just you. Well, I won't those. But anonymous trolls, especially, those are a blast. Those are a blast coming through. I usually have a lot of fun with those. I engage with trolls sometimes. It can be a good time. What's happening up here? I have not been reading chat. Is this stuff I should read in chat? I've been talking. I'm stoned and I've been talking. Should I be reading chat? Is Rabbit causing problems? Is Rabbit causing problems? It's terrible. Trolls are fun. Trolls, it's just that's one of those best. I love in South Park that the lawyer, Kyle's dad, Gerald Bravlowski, was Skank Hunt 42, the infamous troll. Trolls, you can't teach trolls. That's the other thing. If you go into it with winning in mind, I do comedy, so I like laughing, and usually I can make some funny statements. You see the smoke, right? You see the smoke coming up. I do it to annoy you. It's these French lights. These are see-through. I fucking hate these papers. You can't be a troll if everyone knows who you are. That's true. Those are just jerks. If you know who they are. But no, you're not going to teach people. You're not going to change people. People don't change, for the most part. Growth is something they have to want to do. So many people stay with their mindset, and there's just little to no growth. You got people that it's sad. It takes all kinds. It's too much to process. Everybody can't handle it all. There is so much fucking information that there wasn't before. Your day was so much simpler. Even, and I'm not talking going back all the way to, before electricity and stuff, which, your day was just, where am I getting my food? Is my food all stored for winter? Are we all good? Do I have enough wood cut for winter? You were doing those sort of things. I'm just talking my childhood. You didn't have this instant and this inundated and this everything that I don't think people can process. There's too much information, too much going on. You've got people that just grab their device and they are on doom scroll. They are just on doom scroll. They're just going. This is their day. And can they do any better? Is the mind able to able to not everybody's mind can handle all this information coming in, even if it's just bullshit little. Oh, that made me laugh. Oh, that phrase was funny. Oh, I like that song. Oh, this was a. That's the stuff going on, and we encourage it. It's, hey, just sit there and do this. Sit there and do this. You won't worry about having health care if you just do this. No, you don't need universal health care. Don't worry about it. Just do this. Just see the funny meme. Just see the funny cat. We've got it's way beyond the. It's such a placater. It's so nice. Oh, don't. Yeah, you got to get yourself out of doom scrolls. Doom scrolls are bad. Oh, Rabbit's gonna rub the hate away. Let me open the robe a little for you, Rabbit. See, it's not too much hair. It's just enough. It's soft and it's just enough. I could do this, Rabbit. Is this helping? Is this gonna? Let me help you get there, Rabbit. Rub the hate away, Rabbit. Rub the hate away. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. It's how I slept. It's how I last night, because I'd had a couple of really bad nights of rough gut stuff and all this other stuff. Last night I wanted to sleep good. Rubbed one out. Slept like a baby. Slept just, it was Gary Hubbs. Gary Hubbs. Peace and love. Peace and love. Hope you are doing well. The what was it? Was it 2 a.m.? I caught. I was there while the, what is it, the jar, cause of the Patreon and all that, and you somebody ran. You had, hey, put that over there on the, and they put up the jar, the sparkle jar or whatever. I was doing a lot of drugs. I was doing a lot of drugs. No, actually, I wasn't doing drugs. That was the thing. I think that's why it was a little bit. It was the night that I ended up going live with an insomniac stream at like 3 or 4 a.m. Something along those lines. But I was out there catching that. Alice, cheers, peace and love. Is Rabbit working on it? Rabbit, you getting there? I'm sorry, everybody. I don't mean to add the sexy. I'm doing this, Rabbit. It's Monday. Some people are having a harder day. Some people are having a harder day. So I'm trying to make Rabbit feel better. I've got the robe open a little bit more. Rabbit's having a rough one. I'm wanting him to rub away the hate. Rub away the hate. It doesn't matter. Monday morning, there's no difference in shame on a Monday morning, on a Wednesday at 2 a.m., whatever. Whatever. Just, do what you got to do. Science. Science says you need to do it once a day. Science says you need to be doing it once a day to keep yourself level. I think it's to keep yourself level. You gotta work on that. You gotta maintain healthy body, and then fill in the blank. That should be that. Hey, there's a T-shirt. Maintain healthy body, and then blank. And then just everybody fill in the blank. Autonomy? Is it body autonomy? Is it body flexibility? What would be your blank? What would be your blank? I got nothing. That's how sad things are. Oh, thank God. Thank God it's getting later. It's getting later. Has everybody clicked on that like? Click on that pity like. Oh, this sad, look at this sad guy in a robe. Trying to arouse Rabbit. Smoking this sad little roach. Smoking this sad little roach of great frosted Kush mints. Best damn weed I've had in a while. Really makes the body feel good, and my mind is on fire with ideas. This is the first of the smoking today. Rabbit's already there? He's already there? All right. All right. What do you say to a rabbit that did good? I mean, if it was a dog, I'd say good boy. What do you say to a rabbit? Do you say good boy? Do you say good boy? I don't know. I don't know if I don't know what a hare, needs to hear. Again, let me do another plug for Camp G-May on the 21st of this month. On that Saturday night, there is a Christmas special. I believe I'm the opening act, and I'm going to, a little behind the scenes, a little knowledge here. I'm going to open with the song I wrote yesterday. I'm going to get stoned as fuck this Christmas. You won't want to miss the party over at Camp G-May's on the 21st of December, Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I know Nightbot's been dropping Camp G-May's link. I am the opening act. There's going to be like 9 acts. I figure I haven't cleared it with Gary yet, and I don't know that I will. Because Gary knows if you want me to be the opening act, you're setting a tone for your show. And so that's what I hope to do with I'm going to get stoned as fuck this Christmas. Family friendly, can go right out the friggin' door. That's where I'm taking the show. But that's going to be on the 21st. Not this coming Saturday, but the Saturday afterwards. We are that friggin' far along in the year. The year doesn't have that much left. Oh man, these Monday imaginations. You need life. You need life. You need imagination. You need all that. Everybody. Pole vault. Did I see pole vault? Was that pole vault I saw? Lurker, Mr. Lurker. Peace and love, Mr. Lurker. I hope you were doing well. Words. What's going on? What are words for? When no one listens, what are words for? When no one listens, what are words for? When no one listens, there's no use talking at all. Do you hear me? Do you care? Let me get caught up with some chat. Let me get caught up. Coming to a year near you. Kind of friendly. Yep. You know what I need? I need something other than the awesome outro that I have already on this thing. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can give a sneak peek. It's not done, but just so you. Stoned as fuck this Christmas, hide for the holidays. While the Yule log's crackling and burning, I'll be smoking a couple J's. Well, I'm gonna get stoned as fuck this Christmas, that you can rely. While other people are opening gifts, I'll be over here getting high. Well, I'm gonna get stoned as fuck this Christmas. There's no need to fear. Christmas is just another day. I get stoned as fuck all year. That's gonna end up being the song. I haven't worked out all the details yet. But this is gonna be my, once I've got it all. Well, I'm gonna get stoned as fuck this Christmas. I think you all should too. I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna do one song. That's gonna be the Christmas opener. I gotta work on. Well, I'm gonna get stoned as fuck, and I gotta figure out some accompaniment for White Christmas. But the thing that always gets my day going now, it's become my new favorite. It really has, because as a child, this meant so much to me. People have told me that this sticks in their heads, and I love earworms. Some of you may know the cartoon. This is not the actual song, but these are the words. These are the sentiments. When villains in the world appear and break the laws that they should fear and frighten all who see or hear their friends that there are and therefore underdog, underdog, oh underdog. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, frightening all who rob or plunder. Underdog, underdog, oh underdog. In the secret compartment of my ring I fill with a super underdog energy pill. Just you wait, just you wait, just you wait till this pill kicks in. Oh, speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. Underdog, underdog, oh underdog. Up in the sky, is that a bird? Is that a plane? Is that a frog? Oh no, it's just little old me. Oh, little old me, oh underdog. Oh, speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. Underdog, underdog, oh underdog. Oh, I believe that. I believe that is exactly what I needed to get my buzz intact. Peace and love, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Monday. It's over now, it's over now. The Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now, it's over now. Go and find something else to do. Thank you for watching Coffee with Wes. Be sure to click that like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to make sure you're here when Wes goes live. It's over now, it's over now. Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now, it's over now. Go and find something else to do. Go and find something else to do. Just go and find something else to do. It's over. Go home.